Welcome everyone to the 9th edition of the Blocks Football Conference Cup Final. I'm Charlie the Great 1282, former winner of the Blocks Football Conference Cup in Season 9. I am stood alongside Johnny and Alexis for some pre-match commentary. Boys, how are we?
Not bad. I'm just tired.
Big game here today. We have Rex versus Ballymun United. Both teams in Division 2 North. I want to say it is the second time it is an all Division 2 Cup final. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you are correct.
Yeah. Ballymun United have won the cup before. They won it in Season 1, but ever since they won the league, no, they've never won the cup. Sorry, that was Walton Season 1.
Yeah, that was Walton Season 1.
I don't know why. I mean, I haven't thought BFC in like 2 months, but they won the league in Season 1, sorry. And they've kind of been on a pretty much predicament of a downfall since then. However, this past season, of course, they've definitely been on the up. They now have, I want to say, 2 Ballon d'Or winners in their starting lineup with Punky and I'm forgetting the other guy. I don't know why I'm forgetting the other guy. Speedy, that's it. 2 Ballon d'Or winners. As for Rex, though, they made it to the cup final 3-4 seasons ago, where they did end up losing to Bromley Town in a very, very close cup final match. Rex, though, did win Division 2 North, back up in Division 1, where many believe that they belong and have always belonged. Of course, 2 seasons ago, they ended up getting relegated. Johnny, what do you think about coming into this match here? What do you think about both teams?
Well, the last time these two have met, I think Rex won about 13-1 in Division 2 North. But that's all jokes aside because of serving that. Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen today. I just predict a draw in extra time.
I know the big breaking news was, this is what was crazy that came out. NopeX, one of the all-time greatest players in the BFC, he was career refreshed, I want to say, let me look. He got career refreshed on the 6th of May to join Ballymun United. Very, very interesting move. Johnny, what do you think about that?
Honestly, I'm just surprised. Because I didn't expect the move. I expected someone like smaller, not just one of the most successful BFC players that I've known.
I don't want to say that I'm not. I know there's been many connections between many of the players of Ballymun United currently and NopeX over many, many seasons. But what's surprising to me specifically is that Rex haven't made any career refreshes. I thought they would have at least made 1 or 2, but they haven't made any, while Ballymun United have only made this one. It's very interesting how there's been I know there's new regulations and all those for career refreshes, but there has been really no career refresh business. Very different than our usual cup finals.
Yeah, I can agree. Plus, I don't think Rex are into career refreshing due to the very high price of it.
Yeah, prices, well, they've all gone up very much. I do gotta say though, I do think both teams have a very equal chance. I know Ballymun United did win big. I mean, lost big, sorry, in their Division 2 North match against Rex. Of course, they actually didn't even get in to the promotion playoffs, I believe. Let me just take a look at the league tables.
I'm in the final promotion playoffs.
Oh right, yeah, they did make it in.
Yeah, they play Taunton tomorrow.
So barely snuck in. I forgot we expanded it to 4 teams. Well, 3 and 3 on each side. But that was very early on the season. Ballymun losing to Rex that big. So I think there's changes. I think they've mainly made some defensive improvements. I'm just very excited though to see. I think Rex is a lot more conformity in how they play, and I think specifically, I think they work much better as a team with some of the identities inside that team. While I think for Ballyman, they have a bit more ego. I think if they go 1 or 2-0 down, I think they might get a little pissy and start arguing with each other. So yeah, I think that's where I stand at the moment.
Yeah, I am kind of the opposite way of that because I've seen Ballymun's matches because my brother plays for them. I watch his screen. They work really well. They don't argue when they concede or anything. They just go on with it and play on.
I don't know. I think maybe I'm relying on the past temperament of some of those players. I think I am because, I mean, I'm an old head. I mean, I know some of these people on Ballyman because I've played against them for now years at the top. I think a lot of them now with age have gotten a little bit better, but I still know that there is ego within the away team. I mean, I hope they prove me wrong, but Ballyman still have definitely some temperament within their own locker room. And I do know, interesting to me, Colin coming back. I have my own theories of why he came back when I left, but it's not for me to express up here. But I think what it seems like from looking on the outside, he's done a very great job. Ballyman did bring in a ton of players. I think he's increased the activity of all those top players who've left. So yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I just hope the best for both teams, but I don't want to be biased here, but I do want Ballymun to win.
I don't know how to feel because I feel very divided about this. On one hand, you know, being a Portsmouth dog boy, I don't want Rex to win this cup. That it's just great to me when it's like Arsenal and Tottenham. Okay, it's great when they always lose. But on the other hand, I wouldn't hate to see Rex win this cup as someone, because I think it's been time and time again where they've bottled it. They should have won it. They ended up not winning it. I mean, there's been so many occurrences where Rex should have won the Division One league. They should have won the cup. But I really. I feel 50-50 on that. And the other thing that makes me feel 50-50, I don't know if I am fully in on Ballyman United as a team I want to win. But you know, we'll see. I think we'll get a bit more into the breakdowns and what it's going to take for each side to win. But yeah.
Yeah. I feel like Rex is Arsenal. Yes, I'm an Arsenal fan. It disgusts me to say that, but they have bottled it so many seasons of Division One. I think they can win at least something out of this game.
I mean, yeah, I think before season 9 started, the main contesting was between Rex and Ballyman, who's going to win the league. And I give Rex a lot of credit because I think a lot of people were very discriminatory towards Rex, that Rex weren't going to win Division 2 North just because they're fucking Rex. So I give them full credit to that. And I really like, personally, Rex's lineup and their players. I think their players, what they do very well is I think they have great chemistry. I think a lot of them are very all-rounded players. They're not really in one subcategory where they do well. And I just think they play well together. And I give a very, very, very much high credit. Their players, I think their players. What was that?
Oh, sorry about that.
Hello. Oh, sorry. Anyways, I give full credit to Overseer getting relegated, and then he rebuilds this team into one new unit. And I think his recruitment, he's done very well. He brought back a lot of previous Rex players who, again, I'm very surprised a lot of them came back, because the Rex players who came back to the team, who in the past didn't really have great connections with the club and said that Overseer was a dictator or very controlling, stuff like that. Very surprised a lot of them come back. So I actually give full credit to the players. I give full credit to Overseer.
I mean, I give respect to him because I've literally known him since the day he's owned Rex, which was like 1,000 and a few days, 1,000 and wild days ago. And Link's just turned up right next to us.
Interesting, very interesting. Seems like he's had a solid season as well. Of course, Rex going out there winning the league. I believe Zinx, don't count me wrong here, I believe he is in the Ballon d'Or shortlist. I actually haven't seen it. The Ballon d'Or shortlist.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm wrong. It's 45. It's 45 and Sparks from Rex that are in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I only know before I left, I just created and say, "Hey guys, have fun," and I kind of dipped. But yeah, they have 45 and they have Sparks in the shortlist. No Ballyman United players within the shortlist.
Oh yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. Because I think it's because the early start to the season was a bit like scrappy.
Yeah, I would have at least thought at least one of these Ballyman players would have at least been within there, just because they've had so many players who've won the Ballon d'Or, and they would have at least been in the contention.
I think some might get Hall of Fame at least. Like,
I wouldn't be surprised if they got Hall of Fame. It wouldn't surprise me at all. No, I wouldn't be surprised.
I've got one serious person who's probably deserved to be in there since like season 6, but hasn't.
Well, we'll have a bit of like a break.
It's definitely not my brother though. It's definitely not my brother.
Yep. So real quick, I'm just gonna put in my segment. When I've pitch side here at the Hive, you can probably remember my voice. I'm the guy that actually brought BFC to C Media. I was the guy that got it all originally started. But yeah, we're live pitch side, and a bit of backstory. I was in the original Rex squad, season 1. Back in season 1. Wow. The first season of BFC. It's an amazing season. Just fell short of the title. I mean, the fans are starting to pile in from both sides, and it's gonna be an exciting match. I mean, we're just on the 33 minutes to go until the until the match officially starts.
Yeah,
it's gonna be an amazing match. I mean, whoever wins, congratulations.
I don't want to be
definitely going to be a one-sided affair, but my pick is going to be Rex, just because of that, the history.
Honestly, I might be the opposite of that. I'm going for Ballyman. I feel like they have a better potential.
I feel it's too early yet to make a prediction. I'll reveal my prediction later. But I think I just want to go over the keys to winning a cup. There's there's just a couple things that if you want to win a cup, specifically a cup final, you have to do. The first thing is staying calm when you go down, because no matter what, both teams at one point are going to be losing in the match. You're going to have to stay calm, and I also think you're going to have to rely on some of your star players, whether you like it or not. I know every player wants to be the star out there that scores the winning goal, but you are going to have to rely on your best player. Specifically today, I think today, Ballyman United is going to have to rely on Viklers to actually do well, and I think Rex is going to have to rely on Sparks to do well. You have to lean on your stars here, and you have to play for your stars.
Yeah.
Sorry to spoil that, Charlie, but I don't think Sparksy can play due to his semi-player.
Oh no.
Rex is not even show up.
Really? So has he not?
He hasn't played since season 4. Or something like that.
No, he played played a few officials.
Wow.
He's playing all their officials.
Yeah, he hasn't played in ages now. I don't think he'll be okay.
I haven't seen him in a few weeks, though. So,
Interesting. Well, you can't play in the cup final if you're a semi-player or any cup match. So, I mean, that's a big loss. So now I'm kind of thinking, you know, well, first off, who's going to step in for Sparks into the starting lineup? But two, I think Rex is now going to have to rely on each other. And this is how I think personally one of the keys for Rex winning the game is that they're going to have to rely on each other to beat Ballymun. I think that they're overall, I've already said this, a much better squad and a much better team unit. So I think that's how they're going to have to win the game. And I think the other thing that they're going to have to do is that they might have to play a bit of haram ball. Okay, they might be in their they might be in their own half, but I personally believe how this game's going to go. They're going to have few chances, but the few chances that they actually get, they're going to have to score them. Like, it is very, very, very imperative that they actually score their chances that they get, because I think it's going to be very, very few.
Yep, and currently we are on a quick pause. What we're gonna do is, I believe, we're gonna have 15 more minutes left of this pre-show, and that's when we'll get into the proper match commentary. You're watching C Sports, the pre-show of Rex versus Ballymun United, the BFC Cup final. Kickoffs at 8 p.m, and that's around 29 minutes. Well, of course, we're joined. I was a very late person to come in. Of course, we're joined with Charlie, Johnny, McAllister. Who else have we got? We got the Toren Man. We've got Torin. All of these people are going to be helping your commentary tonight of your only official broadcast of the BFC Cup final. I'm Lushy, one of the board of directors here at C Sports. Former Rex Season 1 player. For the knowledge, I've been in BFC since the start, since Season 1. And I can tell you the transformation. With clubs, you have your ups and downs. I support a club that had its ups and downs, of course. Rex being one of them, Ballymun being another. Ballymun starting from Division 2, if I'm correct. They started in Season 1.
They started Season 1, Division 1.
They started Season 1, Division 1. They went down to Division 2, up again, and now they're in this position to win, or to potentially win, a BFC Cup final. And it's against Rex.
Yeah, big display today. I think both teams have a very, very big reason to win. I think for Ballymun United, this is the start of the revival for the team. Of course, they came into the season, big expectations. They had Punky and they had Speedy, both transfer into Ballymun United. Of course, this is one of the most historic teams in the BFC, and when they won the league in Season 1, it all went down. It went to a complete shit show. And I think the thing with Ballymun United is people do really want to win for this badge, period. But I also think the same thing for Rex. I think for Rex, they've had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to win, and they just haven't been able to get there yet. So I think they definitely have a lot of support to win here. But I also think, there's, a lot of other people who are like, I don't want Rex to win because I'll never hear the end of it.
Yeah, to be fair, you'll never hear the end of it.
I mean, Rex being especially one of those prominent ones, especially in the sort of like thingy. Game week 9, which was the last game week we played, which was May 3rd, we saw Rex, who won the BFC North. So they're going to be in Division 1 next Division 1. The SBL blocks visit Scandinavia Division 1 next season. No, Division 1. Yeah, Division 1 next season. Ballymun, same sort of, it was the same match. Ballymun United now fighting for promotion with the likes of Potts, Hartlepool, and of course Ballymun.
No, lucky. Just to let you know, Ballymun have knocked out both Potts and Hartlepool to play tournament in the final.
Wow. Okay, so they are fighting for promotion. I've not been keeping track, so thank you very much.
I mean, if you see who Ballymun have, they have. Well, recently, I think Thursday, the career refresh Noppy. They got BD, got Noob City, they got Gold Scar. It's a very stacked team. And I don't know if Rex will win this because they don't have Sparks.
My one concern, though, with Ballymun...
can still pull out something, because they've still got, like, the likes of NG, Zinc, 45...
Yeah.
My one concern, though, with... you can go.
Yeah. The last time Ballymun United play Rex was the 21st of January. Who remembers that? Rex won an astonishing Ballymun 3, Rex 13. Wow, what a game that was. Again, that was King Jordan 2 own goals. Javis 1 own goal. Ohio Penguin 2 goals. Sparks with 7 goals. And this Invasion with 1 goal. For Ballymun, that was Blue X with 1 goal. That was an own goal from Rex. And Polycule with 2 goals. So that was the last time they played. Has there been any changes?
So I think with that whole result, and this is where we can highlight this issue, but the main issue with Ballymun that has continued this season is they have an incredible attack. Probably one of the 1 or 2 best within the Box Football Conference. However, their defense has been pretty shaky at times. So I think some of their recent results, especially to the fact that they are in the promotion playoff finals, it definitely has gotten better. However, the one thing for Ballymun United today is that they're going to need to do to win this game is they have to keep possession in Rex's half today. They cannot rely on their defense to win them the game. Period. I think from a managerial perspective, I think you would want your players for Ballymun United to have their center backs play a bit less deeper. I think you want them to play pretty shallow. And you might need one of your midfielders to come in and assist on the other side to help your center back that is making sure that the ball stays on the side of the other midfielder. So you might see a bit of double press today. I wouldn't be very surprised if Ballymun does double press today.
Honestly, can I just add on something? There has been some defensive faults at Ballymun, but from then, I think they have got better. Also, I've seen Rex's defense have been shaky at some times, but they still managed to pull through.
Yeah. So, as we near the match start time, we're just about 22 minutes away from the most glorious, the 9th running of the BFC Cup final. 9 seasons already, and this has started at 2023. This league, it has had some major moments from when Walton became the first ever team to win the Division 1, to Rex not winning a trophy. Will that change tonight? My guess, probably.
Well,
I don't know.
They won Division 2 North, but they came very close. Yeah, you're right. If you're considering major trophy, Division 1, Community Shield, and Cup Final, they've came close, and literally all of them, they finished runner-up like 2 times. When Galling won the league for, I think, the second time, but no. Why am I blanking? When West Shields won, when West Shields won the league for the first time, they should have won that. Same thing with the second time, the cup final where they played Bromley. This is my hot take, but I believe Rex should have won that. They had so many opportunities to win the league there, and they didn't.
Yeah, but they just turned into Arsenal.
Yeah, they do. I think they get the thing with Rex is I think they get very, very, very stage fright, and I don't mean this as a criticism of Overseer, but I do think he needs to manage his players a bit better in these cup finals. Yeah, I think that's what I have to say that far. I think definitely, though, another key for this game is going to be making substitutions on both sides, because there's been countless times in cup finals where substitutions have been the difference. If you see something where something isn't working, you have to make a change. Because again, where I said at the beginning, where everyone wants to be a star, you're going to also need people who want to be the star off the bench to come into the game and be that difference for you.
Yeah. I mean, as the ping was just sent out, we've got fans piling in from all sides.
And Overseer has arrived, so has 45.
Wow. And this is where the nerves start to get.
Creepy.
19 minutes away from what could be classed as a very big game. The 9th running of the BFC Cup final. Wow. I mean, these, I would say these teams, these people have been, the players. It's what makes the game, the game. If we didn't have the players, if it didn't start with Weld or anything, we wouldn't have what we had today.
I think I could comment on that a little bit, especially, being a board member for all these seasons and making a lot of contributions staff-wise. I'm very happy, even though I'm left, that the BFC continues to prosper. The league has done just such, I think, an incredible time over and over again to actually grow and bring in new people. And it's just awesome how there keeps on being a new generation come into the league and just make it so much better. I still think this league has a lot of improvements to make. Of course, I don't think I'm that guy anymore to do it. I'm too old. I'm too old to come in and make those changes. I think the BFC has such a great future, and what has made the BFC the best league is that we have this combination of just the little bit of good for everything. Oh, wow. Nice.
Oh, wow.
But we have this
game.
I know we're not even that far in, but we have this combination of just the good things from everywhere, from every league. I think we have the best gameplay. I don't think we have the best fan base in terms of fans, but I think we have a very good fan support in ultras that come. I think our administration team has been the best historically. But yeah, we have like 2 minutes left here for this pregame show. Guys, what do we think for predictions?
Rex, for me, real quick, it's gonna be Rex, all day, any day. It's gonna be a funny number. It's gonna be 6-5 to Rex, and it's gonna be a hell of a game.
I think it will be 2-1 Ballyman, only if Speedy and Preston come.
Speedy's just arrived.
If Preston comes, I think it'll be 2-1 Rex. 2-1 Ballyman.
Honestly, my prediction is it goes to extra time 2-2 and Ballyman win on pens.
Okay, my prediction is, and I'll tell you how I think what team's going to win the game. I personally think that Rex is going to win the game 3-1. These cup finals usually very low scoring. Or actually, I'm going to change it to 3-2. I think that Rex is going to get pounded in the first half. And I think Ballyman's going to be up like 2-1. However, I think in the second half, Rex is going to be able to counterattack, and they are going to do very well. I think they're going to get 2 goals. And I think in that halftime team talk, Overseer is going to lock them in and concentrate them.
Yep, and that is it from us for your pre-match, sort of stream. This is probably one of the biggest games of the season. The BFC Cup final, Rex versus Ballyman. It's coming to you on C Sports within the next 5 minutes. Please stick with us.
Hi, I'm Peter. You know me from the movie Harold, Kumar, and Peter Go to White Castle. As you can see, I'm enjoying a White Castle burger. Why? Because I don't do drugs. Took me 5 minutes to get to White Castle. I didn't get diverted by all those crazy hijinks. Because I don't get high. It was a good movie, though. You know, Neil Patrick Harris got the job on How I Met Your Mother because of that movie? You know, I've only seen that show once, but I gotta tell you, what's really weird to me is why is the voice of the guy from the future Bob Saget? I mean, the guy on the show, he's already an adult, you know, so it's not like he's going to grow into Bob Saget. Doesn't make sense. Thank you for your time.
Is this the best NASCAR game on Roblox?
Under a pale blue sky, you never felt so cold. Another sleepless night, how could you ever let go? How do you recognize the dirty face of gold behind that crooked line where you never knew you'd go? Headed for the open door. Tell me what you're waiting for. Look across the great divide.
championship of love. Stand up for Jesus Christ! Run! Run! It's 3-2! And it's the finally a winner's come!
Okay, welcome back into the studio. I'm Charlie the Great 1282. We're coming down to the wire here before the Cup final starts. I'm sitting alongside Johnny Boy 30, and we are going to be handing it off to our commentary our commentary team for this match. And I'll meet you guys back at halftime. But you have Lushy, Ballard, and Alexis McAllister here for in the commentary slots. So I'll be handing it off to them.
And trust me, that is not the real Alexis McAllister. No, we do not have a real football player in here, sadly. But I am Lushy. Welcome to a very exciting BFC Cup final. Again, alongside we've got Alexis McAllister. God damn it. Alexis McAllister, who is not the real Alexis McAllister, and Blizzard.
I am.
Ball is that
Ballard.
Ballard. Well, yeah, I'm bad with names, but yeah, we got Ballard, Alexis with me here, and God, it's gonna be a thrilling game. You must have heard our voice on the pre-show. Yeah, it's gonna be very exciting.
Yeah, I mean, two very strong teams. And as I said earlier, my prediction would be 2-1 to Ballyman if Preston and Speedy came, and they have. Obviously, Sparks cannot play because he got semi-player, I believe. So, big miss for Rex.
Yeah, very big miss, and wow, this is I've never played in the Hive before. I wonder what it is like to play in the Hive, because being in such that of like big stake of that, you know, we went from having all the teams in BFC just down to 2 teams, which are Ballymun United and Rex's. Yeah, it's gonna be very, very exciting. Yeah, it's gonna be really exciting. I mean, we're just 5 minutes to go in this match, and I don't think there is any words to put into the pressure that these players must be feeling.
Yeah, 75 people in the crowd, plus probably about 100 if you're including media stewards and subs.
And players.
So, loads of eyes on this game, and everyone will want to prove themselves in this game.
Yeah, and
everyone will want to be the hero.
Yeah, I mean, this match has been through on through as supposedly a good pairing. Rex have never won a major trophy. They have won a trophy. Now, if we're going off the actual trophy, they have won the Division 2 North, which was confirmed a couple weeks back. But they have not won a major trophy, e.g. the Division 1, the BFC Cup or Vase, and so on and so forth. Is this going to be their chance to actually win something big as the BFC Cup? We've been talking about it on our pre-show as a maybe. But yeah. So,
and the players walk out
yeah,
for the BFC Cup final.
Wow. There are the players for the BFC Cup final. 3 minutes to go. You're watching C Sports. Kickoff is very imminent here at the New Hive. It's Wrexham. Well, it's Wrexham. Where am I getting Wrexham from? It is Rex versus Ballymun United. And you're watching C Sports.
And I'll go through Can I go through today's lineups? Because I
And you
think
can
I
go,
know
you
who's
can
going.
go through today's lineup.
I think for Rex it'll be AA and Jim with 45 and NG on the wings, and Zinx will be up top, placement for Spark for today's BFC Cup final. And for Ballyman, I think it will be Preston and New City with BD and Goldscar on the wing, and Noppy
And
at
fans
the
just got
top.
kicked. Fans are getting kicked, I think.
Are they?
And all stand for the English. Oh,
Well, I guess more. I mean, I guess more views. I guess.
God Save the King. They're
Indeed.
performed by someone in the stadium. The stadium is really loud with fans. We've got fans from left to right to forwards to back.
84
Again,
fans
it's a
and
circular
counting.
stadium. And the
And what a game.
chills are really setting in now as they prepare to
One
kick off.
game. One game.
And a reminder that if you are kicked from the game, please do stay tuned with us because we are your only official broadcast of the BFC Cup finale. As the game is about to get kicked off, we're
The
gonna
game has
hand
started.
it to someone. It hasn't started yet.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yes, they're
We are approaching 100 fans as well. 88 at the moment. I wonder how long
if I am
until the
correct.
fans do get kicked. I've seen it
They
before.
they will get kicked. Realistically.
They will. I've seen it before.
The
like
game
in
is
the corner
kicked off.
before.
The game's underway. Welcome to
As
BFC.
Jim gets blocked by Speedy. As Noppy gets it up. Can't. Noob City.
So far,
Here come
Ballymun
Ballymun.
on a huge attack. Rex trying to defend as much as they can. Three in the box.
Oh,
four in
and
the
there's a
box.
ball.
Four in the box. Very
Whoa.
close. Very close.
Oh, and
Very close.
Speedy.
Yeah, I
Very
just need to be teleported
close
to
there from
media
Ballymun.
again. It's got punted.
Very close there from Ballymun. Ballymun's going to try again. In the box. In the box. It's in. It's in.
And how easy was that?
Ballymun taking a
38 seconds.
lead. Hi.
And that is way too easy.
Seconds.
What are you watching?
I'm commentating on something. Sorry, my sister.
Charlie, can you TP me again, please? Just to rejoin.
That is incredible. In front of 92 fans now, Ballymun have taken the lead in quick fashion here. Quick and spectacular. Is it two almost?
They've been dominating. All that's happened is Ballymun attacking. Oh, and
Miscommunication.
in the Ballymun back line. 45 cannot win.
There is that double press.
Good from Zinc, but Zinc's back pedals. 45, what's he done?
Oh.
Oh, what a cross.
It's Speedy!
Speedy again.
Wow. A
And
visit
no one was
one-sided
expecting this.
affair. 8 minutes 39 remaining in the first half. It's Ballymun 2, Wrexham 0. The worst possible start for Rex they could have seen. What is going on in the Rex camp?
Oh, yeah.
Honestly.
Soon as Jim lost that ball in the first 3 seconds, they've just not done anything. 45 firstly backpedaling it into his own box.
I
Leads
believe
to a
fans
goal.
could be kicked within the next couple minutes. There is a stoppage. I believe there was just a substitute, if I was correct, from the Ballymun end. Let's hear from our pitch.
No,
side
I think it was
about that.
They're just refreshing someone.
Oh, they're refreshing
Yeah.
someone. Okay.
I think it was Preston.
We're back on the way.
Yeah.
For the BFC final. It's already attack. Wow. Very, very clear attacking thing. I think
25.
Oversteer is finally getting in their head to finally actually play proper BFC football. And at the moment, it's not working. They're attempting to get some goals. As I said, that
But I mean,
Ballymun start a somewhat of a counter-attack.
It's-
Oh!
Just the pass, and it's in!
Patrick!
It's Speedy!
Speedy with a
Just
hat
saying,
trick!
do it.
It's not even 2 minutes! It's not even
No,
2 minutes and Speedy gets a hat trick!
Right.
Right, I
3-0.
just want to unmute now. What the fuck is this?
Language!
Oh yeah, my.
Wow!
What is going on?
I've watched every single BFC Cup final. This is the craziest BFC Cup final I've ever seen, and we're not even 2 minutes into it yet. And
Right,
Speedy
is
already
that-
has a hat trick.
This is probably one of the
Speedy
Speedy
gets
quick-
a hat trick
Quickest hat trick
within
in
2
BFC
minutes. I
final,
think
surely.
that's a BFC record.
It is a BFC
Especially in the
record.
cup final.
That is a BFC Cup record. You are in the record book, Speedy. Wow.
Rex are just gonna have to go all out now. It's nearly already out
working.
of reach for them. They're gonna have to do absolutely anything and everything that they can think of now. That's all they
I
can do
think-
to keep
Yeah.
playing it
Look
safe
at
is
that.
not an
Wow.
option.
This is something. You wouldn't expect this from someone like Rex.
Oh my god, it's almost full.
Very
We were
close.
in
It's
front of
almost
90.
4.
91 in the
That's
crowd,
what I was
now 92.
preparing for.
It looks laggy in the corners as it is.
May I ask how Jim's playing in the BFC Cup final on mobile with 90 people in the crowd? And he's
Wow.
not lagged out.
My guy must have
This
an
phone-
S25
this phone
audio or
must-
something.
BD not able to convert.
Good ball.
We are
Very.
being a Scottish Cup final with Galaxy S21 if that helps.
BD's.
It was a ball clearance from
Pass it,
Engie.
pass it. Oh, very close there from Ballymun
And it's
United.
already getting laggy.
I'm dominating, bro.
Ballymun.
And then
Just-
John,
oh my
very close.
god.
Oh, what
Gonna
a
try again.
champ.
Rex
Boom.
cross.
It's a massacre, bro.
Rex cross.
All three of them look to be on the middle ball.
Everyone's
Russian
predicting
from
It looks
Boy,
like
man.
Rex is
out the window
attempting
in
to
the
get a
first 2
counter.
minutes.
However, it's not. That counter attack is going to fizzle out very, very close
I'll mute now.
to an attack. There is flares. We've got people with flares in the
There's
crowd.
nothing. Oh, good save from
what
AX.
is-
Oh my God!
wow.
It's not 4-0. How was it not
Brilliant
4-0?
defense.
How?
For once, you can say there was some good defense from Rex.
Oh,
98
that was a good
line save.
97.
How is that not 4-0?
I'm telling you now, when it gets to 100 in the crowd, people are going to start complaining about the lag.
Very good crap. Oh,
Where it's
as the
98 now.
signage put up in the Ballymun end saying Rex are falling apart. Speaking of Rex falling apart, very, very close there from Ballymun to make it 4-0.
Falling apart
They're going to
seems
try
generous
again.
there.
They have been pushing on Rex. And
100
they're gonna try
times.
again
Oh,
on
it's
the bar.
shot.
On the post. My bad, not the
That'd
bar.
have been one of the best own goals you will ever see in your life.
And especially with the pressure of a BFC Cup final. Silverware on the line.
105 watching now.
I think the pressure's
Oh,
just
that
got
was bad.
over it.
Indeed.
And the curse seems like it will continue.
Surely we're getting close
We're going to
the
need
stairs limit.
Danhausen in a minute. Go on, curse him.
This is absolutely incredible. This is the first time I think Rex have actually got out of their own half, really.
And I mean,
No,
It was very
Three-
short-lived.
4
Look
goals
at that.
against that
Look at that,
Ballymun
very
defence
close.
is a big arse.
Big counter-attack there from Ballymun United. I don't know how. They're trying to convert what could
Rex
be
are
a
getting
fourth
the
goal.
look.
4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here on C Sports. And this half has been all Ballymun United. It's 3-0 Ballymun.
And
Wow.
Rex have had a cross.
Oh, Rex haven't
Look
even
at
got
that,
close
look
to
at
the
that.
bot.
Very close. Rex are now
It's a
piling
horror show.
on the defense. They're putting 3-4 man on the line. I don't know how walling. I don't know how it's not walling, but here we go.
That should have been. That looks like a wall.
That should have been a wall. I don't know how the wall indicator has not gone up. But we'll have to wait and see. Here comes Ballymun United.
There is a request to kick the fans, and there is 109 currently.
We could be... I'm not getting any lag, but there could be a
111. I am.
kickage incoming, which means we're going to get a
I'm
lot
for
more
an S.
people.
Ballymun asked for the fans to be kicked prior to the game starting, and Overseer has just been offered the chance to kick them.
I mean, I'm on
Expecting
10
fan
MS, so
kickage. Here comes Ballymun. Ballymun, very close. The problem with these games is they attract a lot of fans, and this shows it. They're attracting so many fans.
112
That's the good of the
and
sport.
counting.
Ballymun.
I mean, only 200 players allowed in the server at a time, though.
Ballymun, very
Big.
close. Very good defense from Rex. Wow, very
But
close.
the question is, does Overseer think he could bring anything to Rex and improve the team?
Is that pitch invader?
We've got a pitch invader.
And
Yeah,
there's a pitch invader.
Whisper Spy 23. Guilty.
Why is this past the 23?
And I believe this might be a fan kickage moment. A moment for
There's an
fans to
NFL
be
ball
kicked.
punch that stadium, please.
No,
Um,
because
we will be right
Overseer's
back.
not agreed for it.
Oh, Overseas not agreed to it?
No? Yeah,
Wow,
to be fair,
okay.
there's 9 stewards. How are we getting pitch invaders? They need to spread out around the area of the pitch.
As we take a momentary break, we're going to say that this stream is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. That sentence was a joke.
that's false
Yeah, that sentence was a
advertising.
joke. I will not be affiliated with Raid Shadow Legends. Other than that, the game is back on the way.
I mean,
sounds
Rex
like a little
benefited
scare.
from the drop ball, and they just don't like they can convert anything. They can get in one over, then they're lacking a player in another area.
Yeah, but look at what Rex is doing now. They're getting quite... Well, they're
Forward
actually
for one.
attacking. I say that, and
That's
the commentary curse has happened again. Rex have lost the ball, and now Ballymun's up. The commentary curse again. Ballymun was attacking, now Rex is attacking, now Ballymun. It's now becoming
45,
equal. It's now
energy.
becoming balanced.
Oh, Preston's lagging there.
Oh, that could be
I
a
mean,
man.
if you're Overseer and you see that and you do not have players lagging, you will not want to kick the fans. That's an automatic advantage.
Yeah. I just had some lag.
This atmosphere is incredible, though.
Indeed.
Rex
Ballymun.
are making small
Oh, yeah.
advancements, but getting nothing out of it.
Yeah, with
They
1
can
minute
put
and
so much
20
effort and then fall.
seconds. Oh, real quick. With 1 minute and 20 seconds and counting. I remind you, it's 3-0 Ballymun. All the goals so far scored were in the first 2 minutes of the game. With already a hat-trick, which is going to go down in probably one of the fastest hat-tricks in VFC Cup history. We'll wait for that announcement
Probably in
after the
BFC
game.
history.
Yeah, it is quite quick for a hat trick, to be fair. And Ballymun again. New City on the edge of the box. One in.
Oh, very close off the post.
Engi's
Someone's going to go again. No one.
Is Engi
And
attacking or defending? What is he doing?
And it is all defense there from Rex. And
Engi looked to be attacking against his own team. I mean, if that went in, that'd be a great assist, but wrong
great assist,
team
but terrible
to assist.
goal.
Preston keeps
Very
alive.
Oh, I mean,
That was miscommunication. now.
Ballymun,
Oh,
have
New
been-
City's had it sent over his head.
10 seconds remaining of the half.
Over the top, and
Can Rex get a last attack?
I don't think they will.
No, they will not.
It's gonna
No,
go
it's
to
not.
Ballymun.
Last
Last
attack,
attack's gonna go
Ballymun
to
United in the
Ballymun.
first half.
And can
Engel
Ballymun
winning in
net
the
one
corner.
more?
Getting out, kept alive by Preston. Corner again. This could be quite a long last attack.
And there we are.
Never mind.
First half,
It's half time.
and it's
What a
Ballymun 3, Rex 2. What a half it has been. And Oversteer storms off to the changing room. We're going to hand you back to our half-time team back in the studio. That's the first half done. We'll see you for the second half.
Right, lads.
Okay. Well, welcome back inside the studio. What a first half there. The first thing I just have to note is that was complete domination from Ballymun, and we were all wrong for how even it is. And I think going into this now, I think it's that third goal was the complete nail in the coffin for Rex. They have not been able to get any shot on target in the first half. I think it's going to continue in here for the second half. They've been poor. They've been very poor defensively. I think if Rex wants to get back into this game, they have to target that side where Calling has, because I think the commentators, Lushy, were talking about how he's lagging a little bit, and they should target that side, which I completely agree with. But half of the uphill fight to even get there is they have to get the ball and they have to control possession. They have not been able to do that once.
I agree.
Johnny, what's your thoughts?
Honestly, I'm just lost for words what I just saw in the first 1 minute 56 seconds. Speedy scoring 3 in about what I thought was
Shut
just
up, Tom.
gonna be Rex.
Two
I thought it was
minutes.
just gonna be Rex domination.
I didn't think it was going to be Rex domination, but I thought it was going to be very, very, very different this cup final. No Vklers as well for Ballymun. I don't think that got noted. Ballymun have had the dream start to this cup final, and I think it's too far for Rex. Now, if Rex wants to go out here and win the cup final still, they need to not be playing to win. They need to be playing the second half like it's 0-0 and they've just started the match. They need to get 3 quick goals, score 1, next, score 1, next. You're playing 3 different checkpoints, in my opinion, from a managerial perspective. You get the first one, nice. Then the second one, nice. If you're Rex and you want to win this cup final, you're gonna have to win it in overtime. So that's where I stand at the minute. Oh, they're saying we might kick fans. Let's see. I'm waiting for confirmation.
It's all up to Overseer.
From managerial perspectives, it's quite hard for Rex to get comeback, but they just need to do it.
I'm going to give one final note, and I think this is why Rex here, I think they're done for the cup final. If you're down 3-0, you need changes to make, but they have no changes. I'm going to hand it back over to Lushy, and kickoff is away. Off to you, Lushy.
Right,
Wow, what a very interesting... Sorry about that. What a very interesting development that was. We're back on the way. Ballymun United versus Rex. Ballymun 3, Rex 3. Or Rex 0, not 3. It's not equal.
And Rex will need a miracle.
Rex is definitely going to need a miracle.
I mean, look at Istanbul 2005. I know this is BSC, but miracles do happen.
And
They do happen.
we're actually getting reports from the chat. Let's move away from this game real quick. We're getting reports in this chat, on the chat, that very famous Taunton player, or Noplex, has reports of using F-lags, but we'll get onto that in the post-show. Let's focus on the BSC Cup final.
Could force a replay. But, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if there was someone on every team.
You know he got PS'd on Friday. He only got on PS, very
close there. Sorry about that. Very close. Let's continue the conversation on the post-show. Thank you very much. Let's focus on the match. I had to bring it up. But so far, so
is there some space for Rengi down the right?
Noob City and
Rex
From
is
Energy
actually
New City backpedal.
No one there. Absolutely nobody there. It's like a game of ping pong passing it between this lot now.
Yeah, and we are expecting fans to get kicked. So again, if you have anyone in the
It's all
stadium,
to obviously, though.
make sure to send in the stream link and everything. The lag is quite unbearable. We've got over 100 fans in the stadium.
I mean,
Which
we
I
went
find
from what, like
mental.
75 at the start of the game to now 112. Huge margins.
Mental. It's very mental.
Right, just
However,
a
I mean,
cut
all
from the
that's
game.
being
Why is there a
happened-
zebra outside?
Yeah. And
No, well, I mean, Dalymon look like they are lagging more compared to Rex. Like, Preston, his MS is high. Needs fixing.
whoa.
And the
Whoa.
ball's flying into space. I know.
Whoa.
That
The
is
ball
gonna
has
cause a
hit the
fucking
Right, so the
arch.
ball
arch.
just
The
redirected
ball just
itself
hit the
from thin air.
arch. I'm just saying.
Confusion
The ball
surrounding the
has-
stadium.
I have to note in here. I don't know if that's a physics bug. I know
that would have been
one
a
of the
physics bug.
developers,
I've been
That was funny.
but
Guys,
I've never seen a physics bug like that. There.
I'm just
I'm not
shocked what's
trying. I'm
going
not
on
trying
now.
to be like. I'm not trying to be like Joe Rogan or anything. I
Guys,
just put it out there. But there might be someone in here on Flags HBE. We'll talk about that after the game because
Right. Whiskey
I've
just
just been
said
banned.
that ball had more shots on target than Rex. That's harsh.
guys, I've been banned from the server.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
what?
Why?
I don't know.
Well, we're down to a commentator, so
oh, that's the
Someone
pitch
to go.
invader named you. That's why, Billy.
Oh, Charlie,
Yeah, I
Mhm.
can.
we're enlisting
can
your
work.
help.
Oh, well, I'm in here now. Didn't expect
Can we
to
get
be in the
someone
booth,
to
I
sit on
guess.
please?
Yeah,
Well, I
that
guess
was-
here we are right now. Rex is starting to get onto the attack. Here comes 45 down the wing. The first time they've been in this corner here today.
Yeah,
Can they get a ball in?
very weird.
That's surprising.
Rex.
Ooh.
There's 7
Good
minutes
thing.
remaining. Could we see
Good
a Rex
recovery from
comeback?
Noob City, I'll give you that.
45
Rex needs to
cross.
score
Oof.
as quick as possible to actually have any chance.
We are going
Again,
to,
as I said, it's 3 checkpoints. You gotta play like it's 0-0, and you gotta get 1, then 2, then 3 quickly, and you gotta forget about the past. If you get 1 goal, that's great, but you gotta forget
Yeah.
about it. But
Ooh.
and
I
if you
give-
look to one of the stands, real quick, there is a protest. There's an active protest going on in this
Wow,
game
BFA.
regarding the Football Association around the BFC. We'll talk more about on the post show.
Wait,
Where
I
is
know
that?
who's leading it.
I don't see that.
Behind the goal.
Is that above the? Oh wow!
Yeah.
I see. Okay, they replaced
Yeah,
that.
I
man.
know who's doing that.
I'll
So-
give my own comments on that during the
the
post game
post-show.
show.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I've got strong comments
At
about
the
that.
moment,
I have
At
very
the
strong
moment,
comments being a board
with
member,
6
but
minutes remaining,
former.
Ballymun has
Should have
2
stayed.
hands on the trophy. Rex have none.
You got 6 minutes
Well-
left. You gotta get a goal every 2 minutes
Oh
here now.
no!
Yeah.
Oh, look at that same stadium. Like, look at that same side.
Oh wow! The BFC
Speedy
board
protest.
has
Put the
got
game
to
to
go
bed.
almost.
Ballymun!
In a
Ballymun's on 4!
Speedy Barbara go again.
Wow!
And that's put the game to
Unbelievable.
bed.
Right. Honestly, Speedy Barber deserves a Ballon d'Or. I'll say that now.
He didn't even get nominated, mate, so good luck with that.
Oh,
think-
bugger.
That
But he
might have
deserves
just,
it,
that
though.
might have just
Look what he's
confirmed.
doing.
And I'm just gonna say this, that might have just confirmed Wingdings. That just might have confirmed Wings Ballon d'Or. Wow.
This is the most
yeah,
dominant dominant not FA Cup final, wrong thing, BFC Cup final that I have seen in 3 or 4 seasons where it was, I think, the West Shield Dulwich Cup final. This is unbelievable. Overseer calls subs. I don't know who he's going to bring on. Maybe himself.
He can't. He's a manager.
I've never
He
seen
can,
Overseer play.
if you're a manager. Well, he's registered for Rex. He's able to play for Rex.
Is he any good?
Trust me, as subs
No.
are called. I
So
have
he's
seen.
mobile.
I have seen. I have
Where
seen
has
Rex
Zink
play
been this
before.
game?
Yeah, I've seen Rex play. I've seen Rex play. Of course, we've seen Rex play. I have seen Overseer play before. Season 1.
Yeah, I
know
don't
how
want to be
good
so rude
Overseer
like the
is.
Rex team.
He's not as good as he was season 2, season 3. There's a reason he doesn't play anymore, and that's because the degradement of console, like the just amount of console players that have came into the league have completely knocked out mobile players. That's why when you look at the players, there's only one single player who is a mobile player right now on the field, and that is Chicken Salad Jude. But if you looked in season 2 or season 3, that would have been maybe 4 people. So console changed the game.
I'm getting
still
on
some really good mobile players to this day.
Wait, who's
That's a
truthfully?
good play by Overseer calling false subs. Now he has a restart opportunity where if they win this kickoff and they can go get it, maybe they can have a little play where they can control some possession. But Rex, only 1 shot on target here today. Not a very
Can
good
I add
moment.
something real quick? Zinx has been ghosting more in this game than I've ghosted my ex-girlfriend.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, we've been too mean to Rex. I'm not gonna lie.
But wow.
Yeah, but their performance
Let's
has
look
been
at the,
important. Let's be real.
And Overseer
game
has
is-
left. He's quit again. Not the first time he's quit. And we have accusations, of course, we'll talk about it in the post game from the chat, that Calling and NopeX are using HPE. I'll have my own notes as that as a former administrator, but very interesting.
If we pan back to the stand where the protest is happening, I mean, that's a very relatable protest.
On my
Wow,
brother's
Zebra-
screen,
Zebra-
NopeX is literally inside the
Okay,
ball.
never mind.
Okay, Siraj is a little bit harsh. Siraj is
Siraj
right.
hard,
out.
but come on, Zebra must go.
We'll talk
Yeah,
about
but
it in the
to
post game.
Raj-
I'll talk about my own opinions and
Yeah,
experiences.
we'll
with,
talk about it in the post show. But honestly, let's focus on the game. Wow, 4-0. 4 minutes until there is
Almost
a winner,
5.
and I think we already know the winner. There is no way in BFC history that Rex can come back with 4 minutes to go. That's a goal a minute.
It's impossible now, Lushy. It is quite frankly impossible. Maybe Rex gets a consolation goal to make it look like it wasn't that bad of a loss, but
Trust me,
it
was
is
that bad of a loss.
If you allow
it is completely over.
It's over.
I can't tell you the last time there was a
Oh,
clean
nearly
sheet in
there.
the cup final.
Ballymun almost getting
There
another
has
goal.
been one. I think there's been one clean sheet in the final, except this one.
And this is looking more like a clean sheet.
I'm pretty
Ballymun.
sure it
there was
was
gonna
the
be,
Exeter London game last season in the BFC Cup final.
Just the way that Ballyman have been able to keep possession here today. Rex they've been they're chasing the ball. They just had 3 players on the ball right there. 2 players just moved forward right in front of the ball there for Rex. They don't seem very comfortable on the ball and just around it. There just doesn't seem like they came into this game with any match plan.
You see this, like, Sparks without Sparks. Look at them.
I know. I give Ohio
Not even
Penguins
half the team.
some credit here today. I think Penguins being their best player here today, but
Yeah.
it's been rough. And 1v1.
Wow.
Oof, very close.
Honestly,
NopeX again on the cross. Nothing.
yeah, I think there has been a clean sheet in the final. Except this one. I think it was London Exeter season 8.
Yeah.
Unless I'm wrong.
Wow. And with 2 minutes
And there's gold
left,
scar.
this is something because we come
Gold
towards
scar.
the end of what was an amazing. We just had an exploiter, I think.
Very good cross. Moss. Speedy
Wow.
and
Oh my god, it's 5-0.
oh, and what's Overseer said? I don't have Overseer. Does anyone know what Overseer said?
It's a
And that's-
Jim own
Embarrassing to
goal.
be when the team can't even score a goal.
That's him again. Wow.
Oh, look at Tifo as well. Rex had fallen apart again.
Unbelievable. It's heartbreak again for Rex. It's season after season, group of players after group of players. Rex are falling apart again. The banner right in the back behind the Ballymun net. It seems to be time and time again. Another exploiter. Things just seem to keep falling apart. Unbelievable. Washi, what do you think about this?
Wow.
I mean, as a former
Yeah,
Rex player,
honestly-
I kind of expected this.
Honestly, I'll be so serious. This is not the first time Rex has lost the Spanish Cup final. Charlie and me definitely know that.
Yeah, I mean, this
Look
is
at the
not
Bromley
the
game,
first.
for example. Look
This
at the
is not
Bromley
the
game.
first time.
And like I said, Rex earlier this season dominated Ballymun United in a league game. Oh, the tables have turned.
I give
And it's
full credit to
as we
Ballymun
head
for
into
proving
the
us
last
wrong.
1 minute and 30 seconds of the
Very
BFC
strong Ballymun
season.
team.
I believe tomorrow's the award ceremony.
Yeah,
Correct.
no.
Tomorrow's the award ceremony. May or may not be a special message from someone. Anyways,
The awards
Um,
ceremony is
and
on
if
Sunday,
we
the
can-
17th of 8th May.
And if we can, and if we are able to, we will be broadcasting that if possible. We're going to wait for
Honestly?
prior permission from media. Of course, that'll be probably a post.
What media?
and
There is no
pre-show.
media.
first
It
cross,
all got
oof.
sacked.
Nothing.
Rex has been really shabby this entire game.
Calling
I don't wanna
The
be-
last minute
I
of the
wanna be
BFC
so-
season.
I will be so rude right now, but I don't want to at the same time.
Yeah, let me quickly speak. So we're in the last minute. Subs have been called. We're into
This
the last
team
minute of the
Rex-
BFC season. What
I think
a
it's just-
season it has been. It's produced right.
I just got to comment on
Absolute
something
chaos.
real quick.
Some happy
Go
moments,
on.
some sad moments. We saw Rex, where these lots are from. Rex, who somewhat got back into Division 1 after a couple seasons down.
Only one season.
Only one season down, my bad.
Just got to comment on
we had-
something here
we
real
had,
quick. Look
other
for
teams.
the
Yeah,
look,
we had other
look for
teams who
the
are currently
oh,
in
go on,
promotion. In a yeah, sorry.
that's
We
me.
have other
That's me.
teams that are in a promotion battle. What the hell? We have other teams that are in a promotion battle, such as the like of Dulwich, Porton, Kingston. All of
Norwich
those.
and Kingston have both been knocked out.
Oh yeah, my bad.
It's Taunton versus Ballymun tomorrow.
That's gonna be an amazing game. But it
I'll
all
be
lands
honest,
on
it's
here.
probably gonna be
All
better than
goes
this game.
up into the Division 2. Cork City goes up to Division 1.
I think it's
Bromley.
United, not City.
Oh, my bad.
I just want to give a
Bromley,
little comment real
Walton.
quick.
Let
Porthmadog,
Charlie-
Walton. Give me 2 seconds. Walton,
Yeah,
who
yeah.
were the Season 1 Division 1 winners.
No.
They've gone
Cup
down.
winners.
Milton Keynes won the league. God damn it! And 33 seconds remain in this. What could be described as a full
team, this
sellout.
Rex side, would probably get Mercy to Wigan Athletic.
I just want to add on to the depressment though of Rex. I was reading through the chats and I saw Loke 4 say something. In case you guys don't know who Loke 4 is, because probably,
Former
I
Rex
mean,
player.
former Rex player, but more notably, he was the season 4 defender of the season at Rex. Incredible player during his
Don't
time at
be
Rex. Long
serious.
story
He's probably the
short,
best defender Rex has ever had.
no, yeah, him or Overseer. But
I think, yeah, I'd say it's him or Varane actually.
we can
Because
talk
Varane used
about
to
that
play.
in the we can talk about them in the postseason, in the post match. But
Yeah.
long story
10
short,
seconds until
I was reading and he was like, Rex lose again, ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Trophy
Overseer's
left again.
crying
It
again.
just describes
Anyway,
the depressment of Rex. And
Anyway,
he's
last-
full time. Well, last attack.
Here
I'm running to the studio now, mate.
at the Hive, and
Actually,
it's
you know
all
what?
over.
It's all over.
Ballymun United are the
Get me on
season
that pitch.
9 BFC champions, and it's
Unbelievable.
a huge pitch invasion.
With the
It's
help.
been
Get the fans
a
on the pitch,
season
bro.
and a half. We have been supplying everything from games weekly and week out here on C Sports. And we're going to hand you to the post show.
Get
Well,
out.
before we hand over to the post show,
Actually,
we've got a trophy
Charlie.
ceremony. We've got a trophy.
Yeah,
the
we're
trophy
here for
ceremony
the
out.
trophy ceremony here first. Thank you, Lushy, for handing it off to me. I just got to say, what a
quick.
cup final. Yep, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What a season it's been. I mean, from someone who brought BFC into what could be classed as like a row racing broadcast group, it's actually worked out really amazing, and I cannot wait for next season. Next
Yes.
season is going to be amazing.
Yeah,
I
say
cannot
thanks to me
wait.
at least.
Yeah, I can't wait
Because-
for what we have in store for you here on C Sports. Everything's going mental. All
Yeah, some
Rex
more
players
backstory.
except one. Give me 2 seconds. All Rex
Yeah,
players
go
except
on.
one have left, and I'm just gonna put this straight forward. It's been a one-sided affair all game. Yet, I'd honestly say that it was an amazing game in all prospects, but you know, all good things have to come to an end, and
Season
with that,
9.
season 9 is one
We
game
had-
away from ending, but the main
we had
BFC
to,
season has ended.
We head to double
gonna hand
digits
over-
of BFC seasons.
Yeah. Yeah, we're about to hit the double digits. Other than that,
Yep.
well, yeah, other than that, you know, other than that, it's going to be very exciting for season 10 for what we've got in store for us here on C Sports as we head into the summer months of the calendar year. It means we're going to get a lot more players, a lot more games, and most of all, a lot more streams. That's if I can. Well, probably not a lot more streams. We're going to die down on the streams probably.
So I think Zebra's
Other
going to be
than that,
leaving.
real quick. Other than that, I'm going to hand you off to the post-show team for, of course, the trophy ceremony and everything.
Right.
You've been watching D Sports, and the final score is Rex 0, Ballymun 5. I'll see you then. I'll see you next season.
Well,
Right.
thank you, Lushy, for handing it off to me. I just gotta say, we got a lot of things to talk about. First, I think Johnny and I are gonna talk about the football. Then we'll talk about some of the, I guess we can call them social issues. But first off, what a match!
Yeah,
my man of the match, there has to be Speedy. He scored a hat trick within 2 minutes. Crazy.
Just an update. He scored all 5 goals.
Yeah, all 5. Unbelievable. He by far the man of the match. I thought that was going to definitely be a bit more of a contested game, but that was one-sided. What I thought is I did think that Ballymun was going to keep possession, but they were extremely, not to quote myself here, but very clinical in terms of their finishing. So they did everything they needed to do. The difficulty here was with Rex themselves. They could not counter-attack. I think they're coming out here about to be doing the trophy lift.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't want to be so rude, but I don't want to swear at the same time. But honestly,
There it is. It is up above.
Rex got belts off. There you go.
And that is unbelievable. Ballyman United, they have come back from 0 to hero, winning their first ever BFC Cup, their second ever major trophy, one of the best rebuilds in BFC history, going from absolutely nothing to, well, something, nothing to something again. We'll join you back here at the studio. But we got a lot of things to talk about here. And I think the first thing that I definitely want to shed some light on was some of the social issues we saw today. I think the first thing, the big thing we saw today was the protests today. There's very big protests of sacking the whole BFC board, saying Zebra out. Johnny, I want to hear your perspective first, as someone who's been in the BFC a long time and who doesn't have. Because I think what I think as someone who's been a staff member now, or former staff member, board member for 7 or 8 seasons, is different than what an individual like you might think who's never been in a staff position. So I want to hear what you think about everything right now.
Honestly, I just believe that, like, the current situation I have watching my favorite sports, like, he just sacked most of the board for no reason. It's like WWE releasing so many good people. But Lushy can agree with me on that. Also, Zebra has just done nothing over the past 2 seasons. Just been boring.
I think I'll give my note in that. And of course, I know there's a lot more, to all the streamers who are watching who know, there's a lot of confusion why I left as a board member. And I think this is like a good time while we're talking about these protests to kind of clarify that. One of the main reasons I left was actually because of Zebra. And I know that's not something that Zebra or any of the board wants to hear, but I was sick and fed up of, well, number one, as a board member, I could barely do anything. Like, I had the role as a board member, but he wouldn't let me do anything. And then I would say something in the board group chat, asking for something since I couldn't really do anything myself. I would get a response within 3 days of asking, and then within that response he would say, yeah, I'll do it, and then he doesn't do it. So I think there's just a frustration right now, especially as we now head into the 10th season and we're 3 years into the league. Do I still think the Blocks Bowl Conference is gonna have bright times? Yes, but you know, the hard thing for me is, do I know if that's going to be under the ownership of Zebra? I don't think so, if I was to be very honest right now. And I get he's a friend of mine, but I think it's complete frustration time and time and time again. And I think it's great, at least, that the fans were able to have their protests. They weren't kicked. They weren't banned. I think that was very nice. But the thing is, and this is what I brought up to Zebra within those board group chat meetings. I said, Zebra, you have to address these. And he didn't really respond to them at all. And I think that's the current issue within the league. I don't think there's... I agree with that there needs to be major board reform, but I also understand that right now, who's going to become the board? Who? Okay, there's not enough qualified people right now, in my opinion, who are qualified enough to become board members, because I think that our league, as time has gone on, has become more mature. I think that there's just not as many skilled or qualified people within the staff team as there once was. But it's great that I'm now able to say this, as I'm not in the league anymore, because I've held on to these thoughts for a very long time. But yeah, I want to hear more about what you guys think as well.
I'm gonna chip in here, real quick. Sorry. I'm gonna chip in
Yeah,
here
go on,
and
Archie.
be like, I'm gonna speak for the entire media team. As someone who essentially brought BFC to C Media, with what Zebra's doing, regarding the sacking of all media team during the best part of the season, in my opinion, and is waiting over a month for results. He said that the results were going to come out yesterday. That message was sent a month on Monday, for your information.
Yeah.
A month
It's
on Monday.
frustrating.
We've had
It's-
no word. We've had nothing, and I see what the fans are saying. I do resonate with the fans. I am a BFC fan myself. I think most of us are BFC fans.
So we.
And they can. I feel how they're feeling with Zebra in power. A lot of the media team have not got any of their payouts yet. It has been radio silent between the media
I think
team.
it's just.
Yeah, between the public, Zebra, and the media team. The only time Zebra has actually spoken is to congratulate teams on winning major trophies such as the Division 2 North, the what's his name, and it's just, you know,
Right.
Yeah.
I've
It's
heard
I'm quite frustrated in what Zebra's doing with the BFC.
And Lushy, just one thing to add on to you. That's just one problem. Like the media problem is
there has
only
been multiple
just
problems.
one problem. It's very, very frustrating, and I think you brought up a very good point of resonating with the fans.
Yeah, and as we're currently not a part of the BFC media, we can actually go into a bit of detail if I'm allowed. Gene, you can tell me in my ear if I'm not allowed.
No, you're allowed. Like they can't do anything. Like you have me on stage. Like they can't do anything. Like if they have a problem, they come to me.
There has been 50 members. No, if they get mad, Charlie's involved. But really speaking, they've got 50 media members. These were only kicks for the journalism. Just for the journalism side. The journalism, one of the worst paid departments in the BFC. Second, that the most expensive is streaming. And I am going to go into a bit of analytics here. We were quoted by Charlie 1.6k Robux. We have got nothing from Zebra.
That's correct. That's correct. So, and you guys met your quotas as well. So
we would have met our quotas if Zebra did not Zebra did not sack all when that day came.
And you guys deserve full payment for that.
He opened media applications, he closed them the next day, and we've been waiting over a month for results. So
Yep. It's frustrating. And
it's really frustrating to say that we've got Robux that can go to people who have helped us, in this, sort of like making this happen and everything. It's really frustrating.
It's frustrating, and it's just one aspect.
To say how much BFC is earning as well, which
I know how much.
At least,
again, I'm not on the board.
At least 100,000 Robux per month.
I can speak on that. I know. I'm not going to reveal how much Robux the BFC has. I can't really note on that, but a very significant amount. And
that's a very significant amount of Robux. Why can't they give it to the media? Why can't they give it to the media?
I agree.
A reason. I'm
going to note on one thing though. So there's a couple of metrics that I personally have used as a board member to kind of look at how involved is the community within the league, how active is everything. And one of them is how often are people purchasing things in store purchases. If you look at the activity of store purchases, nobody's buying things. When I've been going around to some games and joining them, because I want to see attendance. The attendances are low. the attendances are very low to these games. Of course, this game, no, because it's the Cup final, but attendances even to some very big matches here recently, very low. There's no media. That's another aspect of it. It just seems like right now that Zebra has a death grip on the league, and I think it's very frustrating. And Zebra has said time and time again, he's going to address this. I'm going to address this. I'm going to address this, but he does not.
Yeah. And as we approach
he's making an excuse of GCSEs now. It's kind of stupid.
As we approach almost 1 hour.
20, mate.
Yeah, sorry. As we approach almost 1 hour since the match starts, I honestly think we're going to leave it there.
I think there's one more thing I want to note on. I know we talked about that for a little while. But the other thing that I was going to talk about, like social issue wise, is there were some F-flag accusations towards NopeX in calling. I think I can note a little bit on those because I know a bit more about the whole calling thing. And I'll say it's my opinion that he came back because he was waiting for me to leave. And the only reason he's a staff member right now is because I've left. Because I personally called them out on some corrupt business. I won't get into the details of that, but
you can if you want.
Like I'm not going to, as it's a lot of classified things. I'm not trying to be like Joe Rogan or something where I just put out these claims of things that definitely are true, but like I don't know too many of the exact full updated details. But I don't know. I find it very interesting, especially with NopeX being unbanned here. Well, I guess that's it here. I guess that's the program.
Well, that is it. It ended. It started in very much controversy. It ended in one side being happy, one side being quite frustrated. It's the BFC Cup final for Season 9. Ballyman 5, Rex 0. We thank you for watching Season 9 here on C Sport. We will catch you in Season 10.
Or tomorrow. Yeah, fuck.
No. Just do it. Just do it.
I can mention one thing. Zebra is basically TKO to WWE. He releases anyone he wants.
Okay, anyway.
That's all.
That is going to be it here from C Sports. We do thank you for watching. Sticking with us for this season. We have been streaming for, over 60 games here on C Sports and nothing like that. And it's probably going to not stop. Partnership with the BFC continues into Season 10. We will catch you in a couple months' time.
Awesome.
Only in a month. Right.
This telecast may be reproduced, retransmitted, or re-uploaded in any form without giving explicit credit to C Media, the featured properties under its C Sports division, and the sanctioning bodies featured in this presentation.
I believe when the walls stop turning. I believe when the storm is through. I believe I heard them say, Dave won't stop writing songs. I never want to shake the hands and stay. I never want to shake the hands and stay. Oh no, let's go. We are young, we're one. Let us shine for what it's worth. To you, please, 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 we run away, we run away, we run away somehow. Pull me close, close, close. We're losing time, time, time. We're losing time, time, time. I'm falling to the ground. Oh, I believe when the sky me close, we're falling to the ground. Taxi driver, sun is rising, down the sirens keep on driving, flashing light, oh what a night, I miss your bed, I lost my head, and it's sunny, where's the running, for the roof, of our last, I'm barefoot naked, don't you let me go. Time. Hold me close, we're falling to the ground.
And with that, season 9 of the Vlogs Football Conference comes to an end. Good night.